now that I've reviewed each of them individually, not much else to do but combine them. Let's start.
身手金刚，那么勇敢，那么的坚强。身手金刚，守护着我们，不再怕黑暗。青春生命，拥抱着梦想，炙热的心，自由的翱翔。宇宙角落隐藏着黑暗，需要团结，勇敢的对抗。 维护和平正义的伸张，难免遇上困难和沮丧。身手金刚，不再怕艰难，冲出地球，宇宙放光。
And here's the GodBeast Megazord combined. Now before I start, I'm just going to point out some flaws on the version I have, hopefully. Mainly is connections. First of all, the tail for the back, the connection point is very tight. As in, if I wanted to connect it, compared to the original, I have to press really hard to get it in, which can be a hassle. Also, because you were able to, on the original mold, you can shift it to tank mode, the legs. Unfortunately on here it gets more looser, so even if I don't press the button, it can still go that way, which sucks. There's minor nitpickings, but there's other little things. Because of the new tails for these guys, this part sticks out a lot more than for the Dino Megazord streamlined tails. And because this part's more heavier, if you were to move the arms too much and make it fall down, yeah, it's going to go down pretty easily, and depending on the surface, it's going to get scratched. But anyways, enough complaints. This is the GodBeast Megazord, and yes, it does look rather unique for itself, especially the head, if you can see. See? Be careful. The head itself is pretty nice, pretty much the same as for the Dino Megazord. Speaking of Dino Megazord, let's bring it out for comparison. Alright. Yes, it's just like a long lost brother. I think the Dino Megazord's a little bit taller. Yeah. Anyways, let's get out the weapons. The swords themselves. Compared to the version I own, this one's a lot more sturdier and better silver towards it. Again, I like the silver they use. The only gripe is that compared to the show, this one's not the sword they use on the show. And what bothers me more is that they released another version that has the right sword, which sucks for me. But anyways. Also, their shields. Now, I do prefer the Mastodon head better. And this one I don't think they even used on the show, but you can still put it on the arm. So it's a little stiff to get into it. There you go. Yours. Alright, so articulation is pretty much the same as for the regular one, the Dino Megazord. Arms can go 360 all this way, bend here. Legs themselves can go out all the way here. There you go. Turn it around. That's all I can say for this. This overall is definitely very nice. This doesn't feel that bad of a toy, especially for a bootleg. But anyways, so that's about it for comparisons. Okay, let's talk about part swapping. Now, with the new one, no, it's impossible. However, between these two, there is a slight limitation. Let me explain. The arms and the feet are easily swappable. You can swap each of them to either of them, or with the Dragonzord if you so wish. However, for the chest piece, the pterodactyl can fit on the Chilan. It can fit on the GodBeast Megazord fine, but this one can't fit on this one because of all the new parts inside it that block it with this chest. As you can see here, there's a little hole here that fits this little head, which sort of sucks. That's kind of what it looks like. Also, in terms of the, I believe, Mega Dragonzord, it's impossible for this head because of the this little crest on the back blocking it. And as for the arms, you can fit it, but because of the little ridges on the arms for the tortoise, these parts just stick out awkwardly. So yeah, that's your options for this. So yeah, that's about it for part swapping. Also, the question is if this thing can make a tank mode. Now in the show they never use a tank mode, they just go straight to robot. So I don't see how they would put it into the toy. This is just a leftover from the mold. Now, why these two are here? The tortoise's handle can't fit into the hole here. And while this one can fit, it's too heavy to stay on and falls off easily. So you can see these two can fit on fine. But rolling action is dead. Pretty much the same for the 2010 Dino Megazord. But anyway, so just to show the so-called tank mode for this guy. And this ends the review. Now, to buy this guy, he is a bit costly. Overall, I paid about $60 to get him, which is about almost the same for most Bandai Japan mecha. And while that is steep for a bootleg, I can see a lot of the qualities in this that would justify the pricing. And overall, I like him. He's decently sturdy, and I can have fun part swapping with the original Megazord. But anyways, this is it for the review. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.